just want to have a quick one with you today. It's all regards spending time at Alton Towers in England. A couple of things I'd like to cover off with you. Just point out at the time of doing this video, all these facts were true. Obviously things do change with these theme parks, pricing changes, times change, things like that. So please check with a theme park before you go if anything's slightly different to what you think it is. Main thing I like to talk about is in effect saving money. How to save money at Alton Towers so you can spend what you've saved on souvenirs like pins and things like that. Excuse me. Bear with me. Firstly, I'd like to say about staying over. I mean, we stayed over, we did 2 nights and 3 days over at Alton Towers, and we stayed in the Splash Landings Hotel. Some of you may have seen the previous videos that I've put up before now. Lovely hotel, really was great. What I would say is Splash Landings is actually the cheapest hotel out of the 4 to stay in, but it's the closest to the monorail to get into a park, it's the closest to a car park, it's the closest to a mini golf, it's the closest to a water park, but it's the cheapest. Doesn't figure. The rooms are standard rooms. Like I say, if you watch my previous videos, you'll see we've done a room tour. They are standard rooms. Double bed, bunk beds. A little bit worn, but nothing you wouldn't expect in a hotel anyway, which you're getting a lot of use. So yeah, so guys, why waste your money? Why spend £200 a night on the Alton Towers Hotel when you're not going to be in your hotel? You're literally going to be in the park all day long, come back to your hotel, and that's it. Get something to eat. On that note, the Alton Towers Hotel and Splash Landings are both connected via a corridor. You literally walk round the edge of the water park from one hotel to the other hotel. It's about a 200-yard walk. It's not far at all. We did it. We went for a tour around the other hotel, had a look round. Yes, beautiful hotel. It really is a beautiful hotel. But is it worth the extra £100 a night from Splash Landings? I personally don't think so. I'd rather saving money on my room, providing my room is clean and comfortable, which this one is, and spend it in my parks. So that's your first one. If you're staying over, cheap. Very cheap. Yes, you can stay off-site at B&Bs, which is a little bit cheaper, but I must admit, just the convenience of being on the site for me this time was perfect. Plus, your parking is free. So the 3 days we was there, we didn't pay for parking. So that's £18 again we saved there, because it's £6 a day parking. So, and if you stay off-site, you'd have to pay that parking, as well as travelling in, so sitting in queues, things like that. So yeah, to me, Splash Landings was perfect. Once you get into a park, dead easy way of saving money in a park is we do refillable bottles. I'll put photographs up of it, whichever side the photo comes up at, probably this side. They do like a refill bottle that you can buy. You buy it once. They do. First time we went, we didn't have any souvenir bottles, so it only charged us £5. We just got a basic water bottle in effect. When we went again this week, which I'll talk to you about later, we actually had souvenir bottles. They came out £7 each. Sounds expensive, but it means you can refill your bottle as many times as you want around the park all day long. You think £7 sounds like a lot of money, but when you're paying £2.40 for a bottle of Oasis every time you go, then it's only 3 drinks and you've got your money back. Other tip on that one is I saw lots and lots of groups of people, 5, 6, 7 people in a party, buying a bottle each. No. Don't need to. There are refill stations all over the place. It's not like you got to travel far to get a refill. Yeah, you got to stand in a bit of a queue. 5 minutes. 5 minutes out of your time to stand in the queue. But we had one bottle between the 4 of us, and that was ample. We stayed hydrated all day long, we kept drinking all day long, just kept refilling it. So we must have had, so top of my head on one of the hot days, between 10 and 15 drinks of refills. If you work that out at £2.50 a go, that's a lot more than the £7 that we paid for a bottle. So yeah, buy your bottles guys, but don't buy one each. Unless you want to, because you all like different drinks, that's up to yourself. But you can get, top of my head, there was Sprite, Fanta, Coke, Diet Coke, and something else, I can't remember what the other one was. Difference is, if you want the Coke, now because of a sugar levy that we have to pay, the sugar tax, you have to pay 20p extra if you want original Coke. You can get Diet Coke for free, but 20p extra for the Coke. On the same note, if you like coffee or tea or hot drinks or hot chocolate, whatever, as you go around parks, they do a little souvenir cup as well. Again, I'll put a picture up here because we did actually buy one. If we do like a coffee as we're going around, excuse me, they was the same prices, but you had to pay, I think it was, top of my head now, was it 20p or 50p every time you refilled it, with being a hot drink. But it is a proper thermal cup, so it lasts all day long, and it's souvenir as well, so you get to take it home and put on display or whatever you want to do with them. So yeah, so that's saving money on that one. Another one, close to our heart anyway, as a family, is donuts. You can buy a bag of 5 donuts for £5.95. Not a bad price considering inside a theme park, but you can get 10 donuts for £1 more. So for £6.95 you get 10 donuts. It's worth getting the 10 for that £1 extra, especially a big group of you. You'll soon go, I mean, there's only 4 of us and we soon devoured 10 donuts. You can't go wrong with donuts. So yeah, just look at these deals. There are these sort of deals right on parks where if you just pay 50p extra, £1 extra, you can double what you get. And why not? It saves you later on. I mean, we was going to get donuts at the start of the day and we were going to get waffles at the end of the day. By the time we finished them donuts, we wasn't bothered about waffles. Yeah, Eldest did. Eldest got a waffle because she's a piglet and she knows that. So yeah, so we got a waffle for her at the end of the day, but that extra £1 on the donuts probably saved us spending an extra £15 on waffles. So have a look for these deals guys, they are around the park everywhere. Another quick one for you with regards to buying your tickets. I know this year they've had a deal on where all the mail-in parks, so Chessington, all those, where if you pay for one day, you get to come back free all season. So that is a fantastic deal. That is an amazing deal. If you're going to go to these parks, well, any of the parks, it's worth doing that. Buy it once, you come back all season. So the first season I've ever seen them do this. Apart from that, if you are a regular goer, or even if you're just going to go twice to Alton Towers over the season, it's worth buying that season pass. A day ticket I believe was about £36. I'm not 100% certain because we got ours with part of a package. And £55 you can get a season ticket. So you can come and go as many times as you want. So if you live local to Alton Towers, or if you're just going to go more than once, it's definitely worth getting that season ticket. It doesn't save you much money if you're only going twice. It'll save you about £10 or so, £10–15. But if you're going to go more than twice, it will definitely save you a lot of money. So go for that one. What we did as well, a quick tip for you guys, like I said at the start of the video, we did a 2-night stay over at Splash Landings. So you get 3 days park tickets and 2 days in the 2 nights in a hotel, breakfast included as well, which also saves you money because you have to buy breakfast. What we did when we got there on the first day, we didn't get there until about 3 o'clock, which is actually check-in time. So we got there about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd actually been up since 3 o'clock in the morning because the girls had been training. So by the time we got to the hotel, I wasn't particularly in the mood to go into the parks. So we just spent the evening, we went to play mini golf, which we loved. Had something to eat in the food area, I can't remember what to call it now, sorry, apologise. So I had something to eat, and then we just crashed for the night so we could have a good early start the next morning. We was up for breakfast at 7 o'clock, 7:30 breakfast time, then we was out in park. So because we didn't actually go into a park on that first day, all I did, I went to customer service desk on the last day before we left the park. I put it into customer services. I just asked them if the third day would be valid, because I know like we do Disney, and your tickets only last from the first day you scan it. They're on, so if you get a 14-day ticket, you have 14 days to use from the first day you scan it. You can use as many times as you want in the next 14 days. So I thought I'll ask this question at Alton Towers. I said, is it from the day it's scanned, or is it 3 separate days? The lad, sorry, I can't remember his name, really helpful. Took his time, he went off, he checked it for me, he researched it with his boss, I presume. Came back, he gave me a reference number, and wrote down, just to be honest, I was a bit cautious at this point because we'd just written down a bit of paper. No special form, no leaflet, no nothing, just a scrap bit of paper with his reference number written on it. So when we came back this week, just went to the ticket desk, gave him my reference number, they checked my ID, and lo and behold, we got 4 tickets to get in. So on that first day, if we'd gone into that park on that first day, we'd have had 2 to 2.5 hours in the park before it closed, because it closed at 6. But instead, we went back another day and we had a full 10 hours in the park. 10 hours? Apologise, 8 hours. 10 till 6. So we had a good 8 hours in the park instead of 2. So that's definitely something worth looking at. Yes, if you're going to get there early on the first day and spend a full day in the park, great. But if like us, you get there late, get there for check-in, find something else to do. There's plenty to do. Mini golf, I would definitely recommend mini golf. We loved it. Worked out about £24 for the 4 of us, but that was for 18 holes. So it killed a good hour to an hour and a half of our time. We really had a good laugh. Again, if you watch my day 1 video, you'll see it was fun. It really was fun. There's some challenging holes there as well, not all easy ones. So yeah, definitely worth a try on that one. The other little thing on food and saving money. Yes, doing roller coaster cafe and the bar grill, that sort of thing. Brilliant. I mean, roller coaster cafe, yes, we did do it because it's something the girls asked to do, and it's a one-off. We'll probably never do it again, but it was very expensive. Our bill at the end of the day came to £81, which to some of you that might be nothing. You might spend £81 on a meal every day. I'm afraid as a family of 4 we don't have that sort of money to throw around at meals, but it was a special occasion, so we did it. Great, loved it, great food. I'd say great service, but you don't get service because you're served by a roller coaster. So yeah, I suppose there's that side to it. But the food came, it was nice, it was warm. Drinks came to the table really efficiently. Asked for cutlery, that was there efficiently. So yes, nice restaurant, really nice restaurant. But is it £81 worth of food worth it? Not really. As a one-off like we did, great, go do it. It's an experience and you love it. But then if you travel around the park, there's lots of little food stalls everywhere where you can get burgers, you can get hot dogs, you can get wraps. You can get all sorts of things like that, and depending on where you go in the park, there's different things. If you go over near like the 13 or Rita roller coaster, there's burgers, hot dogs. I think there's pizzas as well there. Then if you go over to it's like the parrot area, I can't remember what to call it now. Like the parrot thing, once you first walk in the park and go to the left towards Wickerman, there's like a parrot sort of area. Place around there, again you can get your burgers and your hot dogs, but they also do like some amazing doner meat wraps and like chips and things like that. So depending on where you go around the park, you can get some really nice food from a serve over counter, and it's a fraction of a price. What we discovered on our last day there, did the same again this week. We went round that way first, we got 2 wraps, hot dog and I got a pulled chicken wrap as well. So the four of us got meals. Later on in the day, over near Enterprise and Oblivion, up near the Smiler, there's a fried chicken place there which is amazing. I love KFC, but this place is better. The chips are gorgeous, the chicken is melts in your mouth, really nice. Family bucket, £19.95. You get 8 pieces of chicken, 4 lots of chips. Doesn't sound like much, but you get lots, and it's really tasty. So we discovered, for what we paid for the roller coaster cafe, we actually fed all four of us 2 full meals, and we had change left over. So again, saving money, eat snacks as opposed to one sit down meal. Because yes, roller coaster cafe was nice, yes, it's expensive, but we still ate later on because we were still hungry. It was one meal. Now, as us as a family, we like to eat. So if I spend £80 on a meal every time, it gets very expensive. So if we can spend £25, £30 on a meal, better. A lot better. And inside a theme park, these prices are pretty good. So between the cheaper food and the the drinks bottle, we've probably spent less than £100 on meals and drinks for the day, which inside a theme park is really good for 4 people. Really good. So there we are, guys. That's the saving money tips. I'm sure there are more. I'm sure you guys can tell us more how to save money at Alton Towers. If you do, please comment below. Let us know, because trust me, we'll be going back and I'll be trying out those tips. Because if I can save money while I'm there, it means I can go again and again. So plus we are saving up for a Disney trip. Those of you who watched previous videos will know when and what's going on. So please save money. It's the whole helps. Right, a quick one on saving time. Very quick one, this one, guys. Just 2 quick points. Parking tickets. Yes, if you drive to there, you've got to pay £6 parking to get out of the car park, basically, at the end of the day. When you go to the machine at the end of the day, there is a queue a mile long to get your parking tickets. Quick suggestion, well, 2 quick suggestions. 1, buy a parking ticket as you walk in the park. Literally, as you walk through your bag check, turn to your side, either left or right, depending which gate you come in, and the machines are there straight away. Buy your ticket, buy it there and then, pop it in your wallet, put it somewhere safe, and you've got it. There's no queues, nothing else. You're saving yourself 15-20 minutes again at night stood in a queue, which incidentally, once you get out of park, you then got to spend another 20-30 minutes stood in a queue for a monorail. So yeah, save that 10-15 minutes, buy a ticket as you walk in, but keep it safe. Please keep it safe, otherwise you'll be paying again. The other quick one, not so much saving time, but if there's a ride that you desperately want to go on, say like the Wicker Man this year was a big attraction, you definitely want to do a Wicker Man. I mean, we did it at the start of the day and we loved it, but if you are desperate to go on Wicker Man and the queues are an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours long, it's a long time to stand in the queue just for one ride. You'll miss the rest of the park. All I can say is, if you read a small print as you go in, yes, the park closes at 6 o'clock, but the rides don't. If you are in that queue when the park closes, they will honour that queue. So we haven't tried this ourselves because we didn't need to. We actually left at 5:30 instead of 6. We avoided all the queues, avoided all traffic. We'd done everything we wanted to do, so I was happy. But yeah, so get in that queue. Half an hour before the park closes, get in that queue. It doesn't matter if there's a 2.5 hour wait after that, because everything else is shut. So you can stand in that queue, get your ride, and that's it. They will honour that ride until the last person has been on it. So there's a quick tip for you. Doesn't save money, doesn't save time or anything else, but you get to do the one thing you might have gone there for. if you've gone there just to ride with Wicker Man, but there is a 3-hour queue. Do you want to waste that time at the start of the day and miss everything else? Or stand there at the end of the night? I know what I'd rather do. I'd rather stand there at the end of the night where I don't have to think about eating, drinking, because I've done all that. Other tip is, obviously, if you are getting in the queue for 2 to 2.5 hours, make sure you have a drink with you, especially if it's a hot day. There's nowhere to get, well, every now and again on these rides there will be vending machines part way around the queue, but I tended to find the vending machines were pretty much towards the end of the queue, which seemed a bit odd to me, because you just stood in a queue for an hour and a half and you're only 10 minutes away from getting on. Why would you bother buying a drink? You might as well wait and get it when you get off. That way you're not messing about with bottles and drinks and things like that. So yeah, there are vending machines, but not always in the best place. So treat drinks and that with you. So that's about it really. So like I say guys, if you have any more tips or anything that would help us next time we go, because we are definitely going back next season. Well, we've not gone back this season. We've had a lot of expenses this year with the extension. This is the daughter's bedroom that we're 99% finished now. So if you have any money saving tips or any quick tips for Alton Towers, please let us know. We'd definitely like to read about that. I do reply to all comments that people post. So yeah, apart from that, again, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a nice thumbs up and like it. Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon as well. That way you get notified every time a new video comes up. There are more things to come. There won't be as much, I don't think, between now and like January, February time. There'll be odd bits, but not a massive amount. Because obviously the girls go back to school next week, so days out and things like that are a bit limited. What we do, we're a bit limited, but there will be things going up. We have still got a couple more projects still to do. So yeah, so don't forget, thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment below any tips or hints you've got for us. This video's gone on a bit longer than expected. I was expecting a quick 10-minute video, but I've waffled a little bit, so I do apologise. And that's it, so thank you very much, and I'll talk to you next time.